Good afternoon, Bitcoin Amsterdam. How you doing? Give me a hell yeah. Woo! Hey! That was better than I thought. I appreciate that. My name's Fitzy. This is Boomy. We represent Trac Protocol. A quick 1-minute TLDR for you. Trac Protocol is the most programmable L1 Bitcoin protocol. The TLDR on that would be imagine Ethereum functionality, but on L1 Bitcoin. So today we are, well, yesterday and today, we've been the official Hackathon of Amsterdam 24. And so we have had 10 teams hacking away in the basement behind here. Not really a basement, it's kind of nice, aircon and everything. And we're here to announce the winners. And so in order to bring us to the winners and announce the teams that are here, I'll pass you on to Boomy.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here, everyone. And I know that the teams are also excited to be here. I'm Boomy, like he said, and we're here to announce our winners. So just for some context, the third place winner will be receiving $5,000 in stables, another $5,000 worth of TAP tokens, about $12,500 worth of legal support, and a Trac node that's worth a little north of $2,000 at this point, for a grand total of $24,500. And without further ado, our very first winner, our third place winner is Tapalytics. Please join us on stage, Tapalytics. Oh, there they come.
You didn't
hurry,
want to
hurry, hurry.
Maybe and make it easier, or you just come all the way from the back? The stairs are, oh, nice. There are stairs, I think, right?
Okay. So here we go. So there are winners for today, so congratulations. And, okay. Awesome. Well, you can take your big check, but while you're holding it, please give us a little summary of what you did.
Tell us about Tapalytics, guys.
All right. So TAP is the most important and interesting protocol on top of Bitcoin, and we're building an analytics platform. So we're basically visualizing what's happening on TAP protocol, but we're also building infrastructure and tooling, providing an API for wallets, marketplaces, and everyone to integrate TAP and make it more accessible. So you should check it out, tapalytics.xyz, or our API, tapapi.xyz. You can get it all there. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
So now for our second place winners, they will receive something a little bit more. So for the second place winners, they will be getting $10,000 in stables, another $10,000 worth of TAP tokens after launch, $19,000 worth of legal support, and a Trac node. And that has a total value of $41,000. So without further ado, our second place winner will be Big Noodle.
Use the stairs, my guy. Come on. How you doing, man? Congrats. Congrats.
Congratulations. Awesome.
Want me to hold this? Tell us about what you're doing, man. It's sick, so tell everybody what you're doing.
Generative AI, containerized, on Bitcoin. We're using ordinals and we're using TAP protocol to track provenance and use of models. So for the first time, we're able to do privacy. None of the big guys are doing privacy. They all want to scrape your data. So we're doing models with privacy.
Amazing.
Thank you, mate. This is yours?
Yeah, you can take it to the bank.
Yes.
And for our first place winner, they will receive $15,000 in stables, another $15,000 worth of TAP tokens after launch, $30,000 worth of legal support. And by the way, our legal support comes from Ventura. Thank you very much for the sponsorship for this. It is a big deal. And even beyond that, those who did not win in the hackathon who still will get some services from them complimentary. So we appreciate their support at Ventura Legal. On top of that, the first place winners will also get a Trac node for a total value of $62,000. And our first place winner for the first Trac Protocol Hackathon is the Ordering team. So the Ordering team actually did their presentation online. They were working remotely and presented remotely to the judges. So we'd like to thank all of our supporters who supported us. We have, of course, Trac Protocol. We have Scrylabs. We have Blue Node VC. We also have, again, the Futura team. We really appreciate all the sponsors for this event. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next year.
And thank you to Bitcoin Amsterdam, who have been absolutely amazing. It's been a pleasure to be a sponsor and having the hackathon
absolutely.
as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, Sebastian, this has been epic.
Room, all visitors, but also all of the people who worked so hard at this event. Over 200 people, those in the back, the show crew, thank you so much, give it up.
And Sebastian as well, let's get a big round of applause.
But also our beautiful Lily, 2 days in a row, thank you.
I mean, this crowd kept me going, thank you so much, guys.
I want to invite everyone back next year. We are coming back. It will be a hard one to beat, but we will definitely be there. Have fun tonight in Amsterdam. There are lots of events going on. And I say see you next year.
Yes, let's party, guys. And I'll hopefully see some of you in Abu Dhabi as well. And then next year, Sebastian.
Definitely.
Enjoy, guys. Party hard.
You were just on that one, yes. Yes. Welcome back, everybody. We are here at the Bitcoin Magazine news desk, closing out Bitcoin Amsterdam 2024. I am joined to my left by Ludmila Koslavska, president of the Open Dialogue Foundation. To her left, Pierre Rochard, vice president of research at Riot Platforms. And to his left, we have Wolf van Laar, CEO of Students for Liberty. Wolf, I want to go over to you first. We just had an absolutely incredible 2 days in a venue that, while it was quite grand and the production was amazing, it also provided an intimate space to be able to talk to people and learn from people pretty close up. What were some of your takeaways from this event?
Absolutely staggering event. It was fantastic. Bitcoin is beautiful. Bitcoin is growing. Bitcoin is international. It is everywhere, and Bitcoin Magazine is at the forefront of this. These events are always so much fun and really uplifting, and I really have more hope for the future when you come here. And one of the main takeaways here was specifically for my presentation for my wife this morning, because she combined centuries of history and religions with what can we learn from that about how spirituality works and what is the connections to Bitcoin. So this was entirely something new, and I never thought about it. I thought it was really interesting.
I love that, and I commend her for taking that risk and introducing something like that, some new sort of framework for us to think about Bitcoin. Appreciate that. Pierre, over to you. Main takeaways from the conference.
Main takeaway is that I should be more grateful for what we have in the United States, because while there is a thriving community of builders here in Europe and lots of great Bitcoiners, and I enjoyed hearing from a lot of them today and yesterday,
there are big regulatory challenges for Bitcoin mining here in Europe, and it's something that we take for granted in the United States that we can just go out and mine.
Appreciate that. Speaking of regulatory challenges and Bitcoin mining, there's probably no one better to my left to ask about this. Ludmila, you do a lot of work that a lot of people don't see. A lot of work behind the scenes, speaking with MPs, speaking with members of governments around the world, and speaking with international regulatory agencies. Please tell us what we should know about Bitcoin mining, its importance, and the challenges we're currently facing regarding regulation.
Right now, we are in a very turning moment. So, or we defend Bitcoin, like actually Bitcoin community did in US, or we're going to lose it. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it. Because right now, developed very restrictive regulation from the side of AML regulation, anti-money laundering regulation, which treat Bitcoin peer-to-peer transactions and general crypto assets transactions and the suspicious transactions, high-risk transactions, which highly impacted end users as us, as human rights defenders, who cannot survive, who cannot support and provide humanitarian aid, support human rights in many countries without Bitcoin. This is the only tool for us. From other side, we see a number of attacks in Iceland, in Norway, from the side of European Central Bank, from the side of the European Security and Market Authority against Bitcoin mining in EU, in European single market. So we have to address it. We have to defend our freedom technology. This is what was all about our 2 panels, thanks to this amazing platform of Bitcoin magazine. Yep. But of course, it's also important for us as human rights defenders to connect with developers, to learn how, unfortunately, also rights of developers violated. For example, what's happened recently with Belgian developers when we're completely de-risked. So software developers should not be de-risked. Yep. They should be protected. And in order to do so, we have to establish structure, the same like guys doing in US, yep, here in Europe, yep, and have our freedom technology embassy, where rights of all the technology, the same for chat, for example, like messenger communicators, right, and providers, or Bitcoin miners, or everybody who is providing us peer-to-peer transactions freedoms, yep, Lightning, they all have to have their place and space to talk.
We appreciate that. Bitcoin is a global phenomenon, as you just talked about. Wolf, a lot of the work you do is about, more broadly speaking, spreading freedom around the globe through spreading the word of liberal democracy. I attended a Students for Liberty event earlier this year. It was truly a remarkable thing, quite an international group of people. What sort of concentric circles, what sort of overlap do we see with Bitcoin, and how does that help you in the work that you do?
I mean, it helps tremendously. I mean, I personally believe that Bitcoin is the single best shot at achieving liberty in our lifetime. Nothing else. Okay. Right? And this is super exciting. Maybe many classical liberals maybe don't agree with that, but this is my position, and more people are waking up to that. I'm paying 20 out of my staff members getting paid in Bitcoin. Because it's so complicated to pay people all across the world with fiat money, because all of these complicated regulations, specifically in Brazil, it's a nightmare. Yep. So we need to depend on that. Right now we're working also on Lightning integration, so that the 2,000 to 3,000 volunteers that we have at a given point in time in 107 different countries around the world, that they can get reimbursed on Lightning. That they don't have to worry about that and say, okay, I've organized this event, maybe talking about Austrian economics and Hayek, okay, and has some beer and pizza expenses, so hey, get a reimbursed on Lightning and get involved in that. And I really see that the youth is asking about that because they feel that something is wrong with the money and that we need something else.
We appreciate that. A big thing that we have to do here at these conferences is constantly sort of share ways that we can fight FUD. Pierre, you are well known for a video that went viral on Twitter of you walking around checking, I believe it was it the carbon dioxide measurements
That's right.
From Bitcoin miners. So can you tell us a little bit about that and your part in fighting FUD when it comes to Bitcoin mining?
Yeah, absolutely. So I troll only when I'm attacked,
okay.
And so
never otherwise.
I try not to.
Okay.
I try to be peaceful, mostly peaceful. And so when we received notice that the New York Times was going to publish an article accusing us of emitting carbon emissions, it seemed like an ideal time to go out in the field and do the scientific work of determining whether we are actually emitting CO2. Yep. And obviously it was a facetious, humorous troll, but it also is very substantive, which is that if policymakers want fewer carbon emissions, they have to go where the carbon emissions are actually happening, which is at a power plant, for example. And so, EPA has a regulatory rulemaking process around carbon emissions from coal plants and natural gas plants.
Yep.
And that is the correct avenue to which to address this problem of carbon emissions. Trying to manage or regulate or attack users of electricity due to their indirect carbon emissions, that is a path to tyranny.
Yes.
And so that's where I really wanted to mock the New York Times, make fun of them, but also point to a legitimate issue and a legitimate policy difference between Bitcoin miners and the press, the journalists.
Appreciate that. Ludmila, we have to wrap this segment up. I want you to leave the audience with one call to action, please. Tell them how to use their voice to defend Bitcoin.
So first of all, remember that you are constituency. The same like US show example that they care about Bitcoin, they care about freedom technology, and they made it. So right now it's a main topic, mainstream topic in the US. We can do the same actually in EU, and we have to. If we want to have freedoms, if you want to have privacy of communication, if we want to have privacy of payment, if we want to actually live in a free world, we have to coordinate it. We have to join our efforts, and we have to defend our freedom technology. We have to defend our Bitcoin, our privacy of communication, encrypted messengers, and everybody who guarantees freedom of our rights. So let's join forces. Let's build together Freedom Technology Embassy in Brussels. Contact us, please. Support us with your expertise, with your funds, with everything you want to invest, including your time, to freedom. Thank you.
Much appreciated. Thank you, Ludmila. We're going to cut over to commercial. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Is your company ready for the next evolution in financial strategy? Bitcoin for Corporations is your partner in securing the future of your business. With exclusive membership benefits, our comprehensive masterclass, and a network of trusted service providers, we provide the insights and resources to help you incorporate Bitcoin into your financial strategy, ensuring stability and long-term value. Strengthen your business. Innovate with confidence. Bitcoin for Corporations, protecting your treasury and positioning you for the future.